front. A look there at Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, a good one in store. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chicago Bears. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. And off we go from the Windy City. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proving to be a really hard team to beat.
And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Play fake. It's Rodgers. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
16 yards.
A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
A run with Gainwell. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
He was brought down by Jaquan Brisker. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake, Rodgers. Forced out wide.
A gain of 9 yards.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
He'll run again. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
13 yards on the play.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have first and goal.
Warren, and he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal, now it's from the 6-yard line. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3. And that's going to set up 3rd and goal.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
3rd and goal for Aaron Rodgers. To the goal line and in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He knocks it through, and the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Bears nothing.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the 2nd straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft. It's Caleb Williams.
So although his rookie season didn't go exactly according to plan, the best thing that happened, Mike, was he started all 17 games. And I know there were some ups and some downs. He's got a new regime now, new stability, new head coach. And I think it's going to allow all of his physical talent we saw coming out of college that made Caleb Williams the #1 overall pick. I think it's going to let it show.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. A former All-Pro, Jalen Ramsey, coming off the corner blitz to bring him down.
32-yard line.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
That's to the rookie out of Missouri, Luther Burden. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes 4th down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Steelers offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, Gainwell. And he's going to be out of bounds up at the 25-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
They'll run the toss with one. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's another.
It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
And a Steeler first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
On play action, Rodgers. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Gainwell. They will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You'd always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
A-Rod out of the gun here on 3rd down. Rolling right.
A 2-yard gain. It's now 4th and goal. Chris Boswell on for the field goal.
So, time to think about 4th and goal coming up. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Now on 4th down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. This about as short as you can get. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will extend to a 10-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. On the bootleg, it's Williams. He finds his tight end, that's Smythe, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10, and he let him a bit too much. And pass is incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Here's Tory Taylor now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. To return is Williams. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And we'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. The ball comes out. Looks like the Bears got there, and they did. Chicago ball.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
Moving to his left. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
16 more yards. That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and goal.
Initially, they do a really nice job of bringing pressure, but what you can't do anytime you're playing an athletic quarterback like this, Mike, is you can't let him escape the pocket. You got to keep him on his spot. Seemed like everybody was chasing their own sack instead of just rushing him as a unit.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
He takes off.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn it to a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. Forced out. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Chicago. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. The kick is good, and the Bears are on the board. It's 10-7.
Bears 7.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. The shotgun, it's A-Rod. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
First down.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They try to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it. Didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
From the gun, Rodgers. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Throwing, Rodgers, going for it all. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Bears offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. DJ Moore. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 14 on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Williams gonna look to throw it on him. Williams hit and he loses the football. And it looked like one of the Bears was able to get in there. He did, so the ball stays with Chicago.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play.
You got to catch them all, Mike. That's what you get paid to do. Not every ball is going to be perfectly thrown, and this is a great example. When you give maximum effort on every play on the field, man, it's funny how good things just tend to happen.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down. That's caught. It's the tight end, Clement. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. Exiting the pocket right. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the first down.
13 more yards. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Big play.
Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown Bears. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Santos for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bears are on top. It's 14-10.
14. Steelers 10.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Rodgers. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Andrew Billings in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
To throw is Rodgers. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
3rd and 11.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
3 plays.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short, bomb, punt. I do love 3rd and short. Okay, you fail. I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
The Bears offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
At the 46-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Williams. He'll swing this out to Swift. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Williams. That one's over the middle and into the hands of Zacchaeus.
Complete to Olomide Zacchaeus. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 37-yard line.
Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. And that is no good. He missed it. So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Into the secondary, past the 40. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. That one flips the field. Big chunk play as he goes out of bounds. A big one there to start the second half. To gain of 43 yards. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On first down, they give it right back to Swift. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Brings up
So they go with the
second and
first down
11.
run, hoping to
At the
just get them
Steelers'
some
32
positive
yard
yards
line.
and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
19 yards.
A 19-yard pickup there. First down, Chicago.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Williams going to keep it on the zone read. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
Williams to throw on second down. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Third and 9.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
On third down, it's Williams. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Steelers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. Austin brought in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Rodgers now. He'll dump this out wide to Gainwell. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Third and long for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
That is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Bears offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Bears 1st down.
50-yard line.
Off play action. Here's Williams. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
After allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up.
Gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. Toss right side to the tight end, Komet. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
They'll go. It's Swift. And he's going to have the Bears 1st down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
Just a great effort by the back. I mean, just the ability to keep your legs moving, to make sure he had enough to pick up the 1st down. He's able to move the chain by a few, and just a great call, great execution, especially given the circumstances.
They'll go again with Swift. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Williams. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. 1st catch, 1st touch. Here as we start the 2nd half.
Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Now he takes off. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
He'll get this out to Swift. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on.
That they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
3rd down, they need 5. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll try to run for it, and he's going to have a Bears 1st down. It was 3rd and 5, and they picked up 7.
And the Bears 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Swift. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
You know at this point the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play
that one? Take it in. Roll. Otunze. Touchdown, Chicago. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bears move out to a 24-10 lead.
Bears 24, Steelers 10.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Williams now to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin then. Steelers offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Now Williams. That pass is caught by Burton. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Here's Williams now to throw. This one not quite on target. Got him too much. That one falls incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And 3rd down coming up.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds.
At their own 16-yard
Here
line.
comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Rodgers. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
First and 10 at the
They do a really nice
41-yard
job
line.
of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that ball.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 5. Once again, it's Warren. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Third and short yardage, it's Rodgers. That one broken up and is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up fourth down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
They'll run it and give it to the big guy. And he's going to have the Steelers first down. They'll wind up getting 7 on 4th and 3. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll come up here, first and 10. Now, this looks like a design run.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
At the 19-yard line.
Here's second and 2. A run with danger. And he will work his way to the 11-yard line. Good running and a first down.
A 7-yard gain.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
A-Rod now to throw on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand. And
he's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. Looks like the Bears got there, and they did. Chicago ball. Any turnover down here hurts, Greg. These feel even worse because you have the reception. Looks like you're going to gain yardage, and then the fumble and the turnover, the defense takes the ball.
And they got exactly what they wanted out of the pass play, Mike. They're able to make the completion, but now as the ball carrier, you cannot be thinking, oh, I have to score, get it in the end zone. You still have to protect the ball. He doesn't. The ball gets knocked free, and the defense creates a huge turnover.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Here's Williams on first and 10. That is incomplete.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Manunga. And he'll be brought down at about the 13-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Chicago.
First down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. And he's going to have a first down. Tackle made up at the 33-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Here comes Swift. They toss it right. Woo! And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll step up and run this. The Steelers will use one of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Give up the middle with Swift. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard.
Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. To throw is Williams. This one taken in by Odunze. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout to talk things over before 3rd down.
6 brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll put Loveland in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Steelers offense ready to get back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
That'll be caught by the running back one. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Still some hope. Keyword some. No timeouts. They need 2 scores, and it's 1st and 10. Right back to 1 again. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Another catch on the drive. This one for 13 yards and another first down.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. And you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
First and goal.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly.
And he's in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
On for the extra point is Boswell. His kick is good, and the Steelers back within 7. It's 24-17. The timeouts are gone, so this becomes a must. They're going to line up for the onside kick.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense can just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
The Bears offense back onto the field for their next possession. And with the defense out of timeouts, they cannot stop the clock. Just a couple of kneel downs should do it. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. So this one in the win column for the Bears. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.